Calamari, salutations everyone! Squid here, bringing you semifinals for the PBA Season 2. It is my distinct pleasure to be bringing you this battle, top 4 of a 48 people league, which is a pretty good accomplishment in itself. But now that we're here, we do want to win out the whole thing. But we do have a huge task ahead of us. We are facing off against DJS. So a little bit about my history with DJS. I've won a finals against him. At the same time, he's being a really high profile coach in the sense that he's very consistent with his performances throughout the leagues that he's in. He almost always finishes top 4, if not ends up winning the whole thing. And he's a pretty good coach, a pretty good player, pretty good battler. But at the same time, we have won against him in the past, so I think we can do it again. We worked really hard for this week. We have had huge help in our mock battles, more than usual. And let's see the team that we're facing off against. So he has Landrus Therian, Sneasler, Serena, Regidrago, Zoroark, Azumarill, Oranguru, Goldango, Sandy Shocks, and Taurus Paldea Blaze. Out of these, Serena, Zoroark, and Oranguru didn't appear to a mock battle. That being said, I can see a case for bringing Zoroark. I don't see a case for bringing Oranguru or Serena. And the other mons, all of them could appear in a match. I think the worst combination of mons would be Landorus, Nizzler, Drago, Azu, and Goldango. I think that's 5 mons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and the last one being, I don't know, out of Sandy Shocks and Taurus Blaze, I don't know which one scares me the most, honestly. Yeah, so the team has been through some changes throughout the week, gotta say, and this is what we ended up with. So on your screen you can see that we have Zamazenta. Zamazenta is the main one of our team, so we're gonna bring it. With the Iron Defense set, it has an intricate, some would say Chinese EV spread. But we made sure to be faster than a Sneasler, which is his faster one. Which, by the way, I do expect Sneasler to be a Tri-Scarf set because it's what makes the most sense in this match because it outspeeds Zamazenta and +1 Roaring Moon that way. So, Zamazenta, Body Press is our bread and butter. We do want to get rid of Goldango fast so that we can start clicking Body Press. Heavy Slam for coverage against mainly the Landorus because it might be the thing that walls the Zamazenta the most out of the Goldango. And Crunch just to hit the Goldango. I don't have much attack investment, but I do have enough so that I can hit KO Goldango with spikes and rocks up. That's basically it. Next we go into Tornadoes. And one build in Tornadoes, I knew I wanted to be something that resisted Azu because Belly Drum Azu is really scary against me, guys. And we are using Bleakwind Storm, Terra Blast Water, Dark Pulse, and Sludge Bomb. I did want these 4 moves for different reasons. Sludge Bomb is for the Azu, Dark Pulse for the Goldango. Terra Blast is just good coverage against his whole team, and Bleakwind Storm, I'm not clicking most of the times, but it is a good stab to have. And since I was for attacking moves, might as well just throw an Assault Vest on it. It allows us to survive some hits, some crucial hits. Mainly, I can eventually survive 2 hits from the Goldango, the Shadow Ball, if I don't get the Spadaf drop, which is pretty good. That means that I do have a regenerator mod that can switch in into the Goldango, which I don't switch in easily. By the way, speaking of the Goldengo, I think the most annoying set that he can bring against me is fully defensive with T-Wave. That will be a pretty hard Goldengo to break through, but I think with the Tornados, with the Volcarona and the Roaring Moon, we are actually able to do it. Speaking of Roaring Moon, U-turn Dragon Claw, Earthquake, I did want these 3 moves U-turn to pivot out to chip down his supposed checks to Roaring Moon, which may be either Landorus or Azumarill. And if it's Landorus, I'm honestly fine with that, because I do want to chip down the Landorus enough so that Zamazenta also can go in. So we do have Dragon Dance as the last move, because with the Dragon Dance, if we set up at the right time, we can eventually put him in a bit of a tough spot to deal with the Roaring Moon, eventually having to go into Sneasler and switching into our very good Sneasler check, I gotta say. Yuxi, with a U-turn, Stealth Rock, Psyshock and Reflect. Stealth Rock I did want because hazards are nice and very broken, and he has no good removal on his team. Psyshock as the main way to deal with the Sneasler. His physical defense is actually lower, so I want to hit it harder on that side. And Reflect, because if I don't have Reflect or Yawn, or if I didn't have anything for Azu, Yuxi was just set up fodder for Azu, and I don't want that to happen. So Reflect will help mitigate the damage that Azu is going to output after it sets up Belly Drum. And we go into the Volcarona, standard Volcarona set, if I might say so. With the Flame Body, we can eventually, in some scenarios, burn stuff like the Sneasler, Quiver Dance to set up, Fire Dance, Giga Drain, Psychic is pretty good coverage against this team. The mon I'm most concerned about with this Volcarona set is actually the Regidrago, which I don't hit that well, but alas, we can't have it all, can we? So last mon is Sandy Shocks. I did want the Sandy Shocks to be able to set up the spikes, and we do have the Air Balloon, which allows it to somewhat safely switch into the Landorus, set up a layer for sure, and we can eventually not be touched by any Sandy Shocks set, by some Sandy Shocks sets that he might have, and that's also nice. So this is basically the team for the match. I'm a little bit nervous, but at the same time, I know that I can win against him. And I think this is going to be a very close, very good and entertaining battle, guys, in spite of the results. So let's see what happens, shall we? See you then. So here we are, guys. And there's something that he didn't bring that I'm happy about. But I'm not sure what it is, because the other 5 look really scary. Serena is here. I really don't know why. Probably he wants hazard removal. That's what I think. Anyways, so he could either. Thing is, Serena actually makes it harder for me to set up hazards, because she can just spin them away. In most mock battles, people started with Sneasler and Landos, so Yuxi goes well into both, so that's what I'm starting with. Good luck, have fun to DJS. And now things are getting real, so guys. This will be a hard battle, for sure. Okay, Lando for starts. Not terrible. Not terrible. I think I'm just gonna trade rocks with him. Though he does have the removal, so maybe I do just Psyshock. Or I could... maybe I could go into Tornados. There's no good switching into Tornados, I think. Yeah, I think I just... No, I'll stealth rock. This is the plan. Get up rocks. Okay, he U-turns. That kind of damage tells me it's probably defensive. Actually, he dealt way less than I thought. Okay, Regidrago. Regidrago is kinda bad, not gonna lie. Yeah. So, what I can do here is probably go into Zamazenta. I reckon that's the best thing, because if he's Dragon Dance, then Zamazenta takes it pretty well. If he goes for Draco, Zamazenta also takes it rather well, I think. Yeah, I just have to do this. It's unfortunate. Actually, do I survive the Draco with the Yuxi? I don't think so. Don't survive the Draco with the choice specs. But I think I'm willing to find out if his specs are D-Dance. Oh wow. Oh wow. So he's not specs, that's for sure. He's special. If he's special, I can go into this guy, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Go into Tornadoes. And do I terrestrialize right away? I think not yet. He didn't bring Sandy Shock, so he's switching into a Bleak Windstorm is Goldango. So I think I can just Bleak Windstorm here. As he goes into Goldango. Yeah, okay. So I'm willing to trade damage on Goldango for Tornadoes. Do I just Dark Pulse right away? He might have T-Bolt, but he doesn't kill me with T-Bolt either way. So let's just Dark Pulse here. I think Dark Pulse is the way to go. He doubles. A really nice double on his part, I'd say. Okay, this is Azu. Okay, on the Azu, what I'm gonna do is just Sludge Bomb. Oh, that might be AV actually. I think that's AV. Let me see, because I don't think there's another way for Tornadoes to do that little. Yeah, that's gotta be AV. Okay, that actually worries me a little bit less. Let's see, I think the worst thing he can do to me is probably Play Rough. Ooh, Play Rough is gonna do a bunch actually. So I think... I don't think I terrestrialize just yet. I think here I go into Zamazenta. Yeah, Zamazenta seems like the play. Liquidation does a bit. Let's see, what's the worst thing he can switch in? Probably Lando, right? Maybe I could double. Doubling is risky with the Yasuo on the field, I think. If he clicks a move, it's the water move, right? So I think I'd rather just damage Lando, so I'm just gonna go for it, for the heavy slam and damage it a little bit. There's the Lando, again. Okay, this will tell me a little bit of his spread. Let's see first. Oh, that's massive. I'm sorry. Oh, that changes the battle completely. Actually, he might be Choice Scarf with it. I think I'm gonna... Oh, that was actually huge. let's see, it's Landotherian. I think the way that Heavy Slam does so much is by him being offensive. He has some investment in HP. Oh no, he doesn't, because I'm -1. Yeah, I'll go into Yuxi. Because he sure seems to be more on the offensive side, so I think he might be Trescarf. Oh, he's Rest. Resto Chesto? That's actually really smart. But I actually could have just... I could have just KO'd it then. That sucks. Oh, he sleep talk. Okay. Oh, he actually... This is an interesting set. So I know he's full cell. Rest, sleep talk, U-turn, and earth power. He can't set up hazards. Let's see. I think Tornadoes is a pretty good switching then. Okay, then my Tornadoes is a pretty good check into the Lando. Yeah, that's really good to know. Just hope he doesn't get the U-turn. Yes, let's go. I'm clicking Terrastalize and Terra Blast now. He has no good switch-ins into that. What does he go into? Oh, into the Azu. Okay. Azu is gonna take this quite nicely. Guys, we gotta go done our Terra heads, you know how it is? Let's go, guys. And the Tornadoes, this is alright. Tornadoes does a good amount to it. Oh, that's another crit. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Because this changes, I mean, the first one didn't change the battle that much. This one might do it. So, Azu is probably not gonna stay in, right? But the thing is, he lives the hit. That's my main worry. Let me just double check that. But I think Assault Vest Azu does live the hit with the Sludge Bomb. But I mean, I'm still gonna go for it. Okay, not much damage. Let's go. Do I just Liquid Storm now? He might be fully specially defensive. I mean, he's in range of Dark Pulse, no. But he's in range of Terra Blast for sure. So that's what I'm gonna click, I think. Yeah, let's go for Terra Blast. Okay, he withdrew. This is gonna do a bunch to Goldango. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. And Goldango can't KO me. Oh yeah, I had the Reflect on. I'm so smart, even though I don't know I'm smart. Let's see, Dark Pulse. Is Dark Pulse a thing? I mean, I just Terra Blast, it KOs it, right? Oh, Goldango being out of the way is so huge. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Yes, we're making schmoves, guys. Making schmoves. He goes into this. Let me see. The worst thing he can do to me is Draco. I'm pretty sure he's not Specs, right? Draco does more HP than I have, so I've got to recover it. I think this is the turn where I sack Yuxi then. Yes, he goes for Dragon Energy. Okay, that's good info to know. Thank you for your job, for your work, Uxie. He's preserving the Azu, but since the rocks are on the field, Azu actually might not leave Volcarona. So maybe I just set up with the Volcarona right now. I don't think there's nothing stopping me setting up with the Volcarona right now. Right? I'm not being dumb or anything, right? I think this is the way. Yeah, I just Weaver Dance. He's Scarf. Okay, good info to know. Okay, maybe then this was dumb. Oh well. I'm gonna Psychic. It's gonna do a lot. Maybe he doesn't KO me now. Yes! Yes! Let's go! Let's go! Alrighty. Okay, threat out of the way. Drago being out of the way is really good for us. So there's a few things this thing can do. He can be Fake Out, he can be Choice Scarf, but I mean, knowing what he locks himself into might not be the worst thing in the world. Let's see. I still have a few things that live close combat, so I think I'll go for it. Let me see, do I still need Volcarona not being set up? It would still be nice for the Landorus. Let's see what he does. Oh, he's Scarf. He's Scarf locked into Rock Slide. Into Rock Slide, okay. Then, thing is, let's see, how do I do this? If I go into this, he's gonna switch into Landorus, and I basically gain nothing. Landorus is U-turn, Earth Power. I think I can get away with trying to set up with a Roaring Moon. Here. I think that's a play. Landorus actually has 2 turns of sleep, so he's guaranteed to wake up next turn. But one U-turn is not gonna be enough to KO me, so I'm just gonna set up again. He's basically defensive, so I really don't think that one U-turn will be enough to KO me. Okay. The question is it enough to KO Lando at +2? So let's see. I have Roaring Moon. I mean, don't need to calculate right now, I'm just gonna find out because the play is always to attack. So we're gonna Dragon Claw first. Oh, Serena lives! No! Wow! But I mean, Serena is dead to hazards. So the main question is, does Landorus live? I think that's the main question here. Yeah, I knew Azu was dead to Hazard, so that's why I didn't bother. He has to go Lando, yeah. If I had to guess, he's gonna rest no matter what. But I mean, he's got to. At this point, he's got to rest no matter what. Yes! We KO it! Oh, that's huge. Now. I go into this guy. And basically I have to hope... No, he has to lock himself into close combat, right? He can't go for the shenanigans with the... Okay. Smart of him. Smart of him. Do I live? I mean, Serena leaving the hit with the Roaring Moon at +2 was huge for him. Let me see. Sneasler, Choice Scarf, Close Combat does around 71%. I think I'm out of the way. Barring a crit, of course, but we just gotta hope we get it. Yes! We did it, guys! He for sure died, right? Finals, baby! Yes! Let's go! Yes! Oh my god, I still can't believe it. This was... Oh, this was down to the wire. I mean, if Sneasler just... Things just getting in range of Sneasler, it's game over. Sneasler at that point could clean up with a close combat. Stuff that happened. Yeah, the crit on the Lando didn't happen, that didn't matter that much in my opinion because he was rest. The crit on Azu though, that was another thing because it did make Azu lower enough for the sludge bomb to make it be in range of the hazard. So that was fortunate of us. At the same time, I think we could still we could have still been able to manage to get the game in the end. But anyways, we were lucky. But anyways, we won. This is so huge. And GG's to DJS. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll meet you in the finals. Squid, jetting out.